All right, so today in this live stream, we're going to do a charity event. We're doing a charity that Rifle supports. Rifle's a Canadian JTAC that has some experience in this industry. And Rifle, how are you doing?
I'm great, thanks. Just dealing with getting back onto the OP real time in this virtual Hummer. Other than that, thanks for having me. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Rifle, while I post these to social media so we can talk about your charity, do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, I appreciate the intro. Just to be clear, I'm now retired from being a Special Forces operator and JTAC. And I did 14 years in the Canadian Armed Forces, 11 of which was with the Special Operations Forces community, giving me 3 years combined experience overseas in Iraq and Afghanistan. Besides that, today I'm quasi-retired and just enjoying being alive. Callie, did you guys hear that?
Yep, sorry, I accidentally muted myself. Yeah, so and you've been a good asset to the DCS community. You've helped people learn to do some of this JTAC stuff and help people with questions. And I appreciate that. You and I have done a couple of streams together. But why don't we talk about your charity and what it does for the community of veterans?
Yeah, thanks. To be clear, the charity itself doesn't belong to me, but I am a part of it. It's my second year rolling with the Allied Forces Foundation, it's called. And the Allied Forces Foundation really gives a goal to wounded veterans that have visible or non-visible wounds from their service to country or combat. And essentially, what they're doing and what we're raising funds for today is June 4th in Scotland is going to be what's called the Cadaran Yomp. And it gives us goals to look forward to, work towards that, and conquer it. Essentially what's going to happen is we have to march 54 miles in 24 hours for the gold medal. You want to do a bronze medal is 22 miles, and I think 36 miles is the silver. The Allied Forces Foundation is primarily based UK, USA relationship. Last year I was amongst the first of 2 Canadians, but in the past there's been Ukrainians there, Poles, Georgians, the French will be coming back. I think there's Dutch, and especially like the USA have like a massive footprint, of course, that come over for this event. So they put on an incredible week for us over there. It's truly, I kind of hate saying this, but it's truly the safe space for veterans who've gone through those challenges. And then there's a day where we just have to like put it all on the line again for ourselves, however, this time around, and just go through this incredibly well-supported event, but which is also incredibly grueling as well.
I apologize, I muted myself again. And I know you enjoy doing it, and you supported it last year. I know you guys have a goal. I know you said you're getting close to your goal. So any donations, like you said, go straight to the charity. We're putting on this event, just trying to get awareness out there and hopefully a little bit of entertainment at the same time. I'm going to go ahead and do the briefing unless there's anything else you want to add.
No, not at this time. I'm cheating at the moment, writing down 9 lines and just getting observing the AO.
Well, you would presumably, in a real-world scenario, have some time to look at some events before Jet got on station, but we'll call it real. So today, we're going to be on the Syria map, and we're going to go to a place I affectionately call CC Town. It is really Al Harar, and the scenario we're working is that overnight the terrorist organization CC has taken over this town. intel suggests that CC has blocked all the routes into and out of the city, and they are trying to set up a base. We covertly inserted our soft JTAC at a hill overlooking the city. Today's mission is to launch immediately and get on station to liberate the city so the population can resume a normal life. Here is an overview of the map. Some of us are going to be taking off. A couple Hornets can be taking off from CVN 72. We're going to be heading into CP Molly. That's a contact point. I'm going to call in to backhand 30 rifle, and he's going to marshal us somewhere in here or give us a keyhole or whatever he wants. The other jets, we're going to have a A-10 and a Harrier checking in later, taking off from David Ramat. The Harrier may take off from the LHC over here. Once in the AO, all of the pre-done IPs, if you choose to use them, are named with the first letter to the cardinal direction. So Naomi, Elvia, Skyla, and Willow. He may give us a keyhole point and then a direction that we have to stay away from that. So Alpha's north, Bravo's east, Charlie south, and wow, Charlie is south, yes. And then Delta is west. So kind of depending on how he chooses to do that. This is the city. As you can see, there's a lot of routes in and out of this city. And this is where our JTACs were inserted up here on this hill. Here is a picture of the town. Again, we have our JTACs on the hill up here. These power lines are kind of going north. Why that's important is we have a social media post that was taken. And Rifle's asking me for a YouTube link so I can send it to him.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, you have the link?
I do, thank you.
Okay, sorry. He wants to post it on his Discord. Anyhow, this social media post shows that we have some blockades of one of the routes in and out of the town. We have another social media post kind of showing the same thing. And we were able to get a little bit of intelligence from some jets flying by, showing a little bit more of the situation on the ground with another roadblock. And we have some kind of action happening, looks like presumably outside the town. And we have another picture here of what might have been part of that social media post with that bus as part of a roadblock. Today's rules of engagements are all military-aged males with weapons are valid targets. Any military action to cut off the town or to set up a base are valid targets. We do want to minimize the city or damage to the city. We want to maintain the hearts and minds of those folks. And of course, we're going to abort if there's any civilians in harm's way. Now, I'll double check and see if there's any questions on the stream. Oh, we just have one of our guys on here saying hello. He wants to know where he can donate. That's a great question. The donation link is in the description of the video. I'm also going to put it here in chat. Give me just 1 second. I will put this also in chat. Nope, that's going to give me much more than I'm looking for. And it won't let me back out. That's very strange. Oh, there we go. I'm going to grab the link straight out of what you gave me, Rifle. I put it in the description, and when I tried to post it, it gives me this big, long link with a bunch of YouTube stuff in it, so...
Oh, good. Appreciate that.
Yeah, let me do that too. 1 second here. Again, all of this is for charity. Okay, here's the actual link. Okay, now that's in the chat as well. All right, with that, I'm going to jump into the jet. I'm going to get started, and we're going to take off and head into the AO. Just give me just a second here as I get this set up. Okay, you guys are no longer on Discord. Or on the stream here in Discord. Alright, just give me a few minutes here. I'm going to get this jet fired up.
Roll left, roll left. Flight controls. Flight controls. Okay, we are almost set here. I'll be able to take off. Let me just set my bingo. Alright, looks like we can go ahead and taxi on.
Remove wheel chocks.
Chief, remove the wheel chocks.
Copy. Wheel chocks are now removed.
Radio check mids 19.
Lima Charlie. Are you going to go to the tanker?
A firm.
Okay, then I'll check in first. I'm just getting ready to launch here. Salute. Alright, now that we're all set up here, just going to wait for our 7 miles. We're going to speed on up a little bit beforehand to use something called F-Pass Climb. As you can see, that puts a number above my speed on the top left box. Helps me climb efficiently, and I want to get up to that speed. As you can see, it's kind of fast before we climb, so we don't waste any time. So at 5 miles, I'm going to go ahead and go to Millpal. Again, if you have any questions about the charity or anything you want to ask Rifle or about today's mission, we'll be able to answer those as best we can. Normally, if we have a controller, we would contact them. We're fortunate to have a couple, and we would contact them from about 0 to 50 miles off the boat for strike, and then they would push us into the RAWs. But today, we're just going to go straight to CP Molly and check in with Rifle. For anybody that is watching, if you want to go ahead and put in the chat, I'd be curious to know what you enjoy about DCS, and I guess what your favorite jet is and why. Mine is the Hornet for a lot of reasons, but I do appreciate the other airframes. So I think what we'll do is we'll fly about 30 miles away and we'll check in. I am curious whether I've never actually had rifle as a JTAC before. I've worked with several other real JTACs, so I'm curious if he's going to choose to use IPs or a keyhole, just kind of his flow, and see how it differs. So today I'm bringing 2 GBU-12s, 2 GBU-38s, one Laser Maverick, and then I got 2 AIM-9s and AIM-120. I don't anticipate needing those today. And I'll be bringing the Atfleer. Speaking of which, I'm going to go ahead and fence in. So if you may have noticed, I put in 2 codes there. I put in the laser search track to the other Hornet that's going to be up. We have preset, based on flight numbers, laser codes. This way, if he needs to hand off something, I'm already preset. I do lose the FPAS climb box in the speed there when I switch to air-to-ground mode as a master mode. But I just kind of know what it is. We'll take a look here at FPAS. It's going to be about 26,000. I do notice, though, when you're doing circles in the sky, that number drops a little bit. So we'll probably say about 25,000. Back the speed down to the best range at about 0.77. one thing I always do is I use this sheet here, set up my aircraft check-in, which is this section here. That way, hopefully, I don't screw it up. And we are about 30 miles out, so I'm going to go ahead and check in reference to waypoint Molly. Or CP Molly, waypoint Molly. Backhand 30 Dragon 1.
Dragon 1, backhand 30 with you, 5x5, how many?
Lima Charlie, I am 33 miles 300 of CP Molly, Angels 25.
Copy, call 1 ready, echo point.
Send echo point.
It's going to be a 6 figures, keyhole, in effect, 37 Sierra, Bravo Sierra, 208. 618, elevation 2688. Read back when able.
Dragon 1 copies Bravo Sierra 208 618, elevation 2688 feet.
So good read back. Go ahead and descend block 18 to 20. Reference the echo point in Alpha 5. How copy?
I copy Alpha 5 18 to 20, requesting blocks 24 through 26 if able.
24 and 26 is approved for Dragon. Confirm your singleton.
Singleton.
Go ahead and send me your fighter to fact check in.
Copy standby 1.
Backhand copies all.
Just want to make sure I get set here so I don't bust space. Backhand Dragon 1, ready for check-in.
Go ahead, send me your check-in.
Mission number George David 1945. I am currently 150 miles 270 of the Echo Point, Angels 25. I am a singleton FA-18. I am carrying 2 by GBU 12s, 2 by GBU 38s, 1 times AGM 65 Echo, 550 rounds 20 Mike, laser code 1711, playtime 0+45 at FLIR, and requesting abort in the clear.
Backhand 30 copies all, abort in the clear. Call ready, situation update.
Send situation update.
Threats in the AO, possible man pads, and AAA, however, not observed and not in any of our intelligence. Small arms, RPG, and Dishka is most probable threats to you. Targets in the AO will be a variety of soft skin, dismounts, and also a mortar team. Friendly composition inserted overnight west of a built-up area on a hilltop overlooking and assessing numerous checkpoints that surround the built-up area. Ordnance will vary depending on the numerous targets that we do have, so just best for that. Situation update ends. Copy.
Dragon 1 copies all. Dragon 1 is also established Alpha 5.
Dragon from backhand, call run ready 9 line.
Send 9 line.
This is going to be a Type 2 control, bomb on target, 1 by GBU 38. Lines 1, 2, and 3, Alpha 5. Line 4 is the Echo. Mortar position. which is several dismounts with a few tubes. Line 6 is the echo point. Talk on west 1700, egress left pole east back to Alpha 5. Read back 4 and 6 when able.
Dragon 1 reads back elevation per echo point of Bravo Sierra 208618, elevation 2688 feet.
That's a good read back at this time. Remarks, I'm going to need a north to south for your final attack heading. How copy?
Dragon 1 copies north to south for final attack.
Let me know when you've got your sensors on lines 4 and 6.
So right now I'm going to maneuver back towards the north, get the left side of my jet over where I can see that little yellow dot, and get my sensors on. I'm actually streaming a download link into Discord to Rifle, so we can do what's called a VDL talk-on. Sounds like we already have a donation. Thank you very much for anyone who chose to donate. Again, this is a charity live stream. The donation link is in the description, is also in the chat, and it goes to wounded warriors from all around.
Backhand 3-0, Hog 3.
Hog 3, backhand 3-0, reads it loud and clear, honey.
I got you, Lima Charlie. Hog 3 is established on station. He's at a CP Molly, looking for tasking.
Copy your CP Molly. Go ahead and call ready echo point.
Go for echo point.
37 Sierra, Bravo Sierra, 208 618, elevation 2688, read back when able.
Echo point is 37 Sierra, Bravo Sierra, 208 618, elevation 2688.
That's a good read back. Be advised, the only other air player is 1 by F-18. He's Alpha 5, 24 to 26 is his altitude. I need you to go block 13 to 14, Delta 5, call when established.
13-14 to Delta 5, Hog 3.
Just be advised, I'll get back to you soonest. We just got an attack in progress.
Hog 3, copies.
Backhand 3-0, Dragon 1.
Go for backhand.
Admin note, I'd entered the wrong alpha characters. I'm actually 37 miles, 300. I will be there in 4 minutes. I was not actually established. That's
Okay, not a problem. Confirm that you do have plugged into your data 37 Sierra, Bravo Sierra.
Yeah, firm. For some reason, I must accidentally click on Yankee Bravo. Yeah, firm. I must accidentally clicked on Yankee Bravo.
No factor. Let me know when you get back up to Alpha 5. Maintain your block as an A-10's coming in into Delta 5. Break. A-10, what was your call sign again?
Hog 3.
Copy. Hog 3. Go ahead, send me your fighter to FAC.
Backhand 3-0, Hog 3. I'm checking in with 1 A-10. 40 miles west of the Echo Point. Carrying 2 AGM-65s, 1 Delta, 1 Hotel. 4 times GBU 54s, laser code 1175. 7 laser rockets, same code. and 1100 gun. Playtime is plus 90 minutes and abort code in the clear.
Backhand 30 copies all, abort code in the clear, and go ahead, call when ready, situation update.
Send it.
Threats in the AO to you, possible man-pads and AAA, however they were not observed and not in our intelligence package. What has been observed is small arms, RPG, and Dishka. Break. Targets in the AO predominantly on, from my point of view, on the west side and south side of a built-up area are soft-skin vehicles, dismounts, and a mortar position. Overnight, soft element inserted west of the AO on a high feature, looking down and studying numerous blockades, allowing civilian pattern to stay within the built-up area. Ordnance will be discussed as per the 9 line for each individual target's best situation update ends. How copy?
Hawk 3 has a solid copy.
Stand by. Hawk 3, call when ready, 9 line.
Hawk 3 is ready, send it.
This is going to be a Type 2 control, a bomb on target. 1 by AGM 65 Delta. Wait 1.
Backhand 30, Dragon 1, looking for handshake.
Stand by. And Dragon, good handshake. Slow your sensors, half screen left. Another half screen left. Zoom in 1.
At max zoom.
Half screen left. Right on your crosshairs, that's your target.
Copy, I copy what appears to be 3 motor tubes and 3 packs. Correction, 5 packs. Packs are on the east and west side.
Dragon, that is a good target area description. You're approved to attack the target. Clearance on final with heading.
Copy.
Break, break, hog. Lines 1, 2, and 3, Alpha 5. Line 4 is the Echo. Line 5, 2 times dismounts and 2 times soft skins vehicles. Line 6 is the Echo. Talk on. West, 1500. Right pole south, back to Delta 5. Hold your remarks until the attack is complete. Dragon, what's your thunder looking like?
I've got a weapons systems issue here, trying to work through. Standby 1.
Okay, let me know when that thing is sorted. Until then, you are not approved to attack the target. Break, break, Hog 3, read back 4 and 6 when able.
Hawk 3, targeting the Echo Point. Both Echo Point and Echo Point.
That's a good read back for lines 4 and 6. For remarks, just need a standby. I'll give you a cone for this one. Final attack heading will be between 050 and 090. How copy?
050 to 090, Hawk 3.
Good readback. Let me know when you've got lines 4 and 6 in your sensors.
I had the same issue in my jet last night, and I don't know what was causing it.
30 Hawk 3, I got a, on my sensors, 2 little rocket trucks with 2 infantry units between them.
Which direction are the rocket trucks you're talking about pointing?
They appear to be pointing south or southwest.
Those 2 vehicles and the 2 dismounts are your target.
Hawk 3.
For the HM65 Delta, target the vehicle of your choice. I'm thinking that 1 weapon will take care of the 4 targets.
Hawk 3 agrees.
And Hawk 3, give me soonest TOT. Clearance on final with heading.
Hawk 3, standby.
Backhand copies, break, Dragon status.
Stand by, I'm resetting something. I had this issue last night. I don't know what's causing it. I may have a switch stuck somewhere I'm not familiar with. Worst case scenario, if approved, I think I can do guns.
Copy. We got some time left. It's all based on your field state. Just let me know when you can figure out that switchology.
Yeah, it's a little frustrating right now.
Back in 30 Hawk 3.
Go for backhand.
Backhand, I can get that bomb on target in 1.5 minutes.
Hog 3, continue.
Hey, are you up in the air?
Yeah, I'm up in the air.
I am having the exact same issue I had last night.
I think it's those damn JDAMs.
Really?
I don't know, man. I don't fly with them.
Hog 3, cleared hot.
Maybe try to cycle them on and off. I don't know.
Yeah, well now my targeting pod's doing something goofy, but I switched computer systems on here and I think I need to fix that.
Hawk 3 rifle.
Copy. Visual.
Could I have a switch somewhere that's causing this?
Hog 3 target shack, BDA, 2 by
Boy, I don't know, man.
and 2 dismounts, KIA.
It's like I'm not even getting the... I can't change the targeting pod.
Hawk 3 solid copy.
Dragon, be advised, those dismounts at your target have been killed by Hog's strike, however the mortar position remains.
Copy. Dragon 1 can push with guns.
Hey, Dragon 1, you're approved to push with guns. Give me soonest TOT, clearance on final with heading. Gonna request flares on your in-call.
Copy. Requesting flares on in-call.
Do you need a smoke on the target at all?
That would be helpful.
Stand by. Red smoke immediately south of the target.
Copy. Dragon's gonna look forward on inbound.
Continue. Break. Hog, confirm you're at Delta 5.
Confirm Hogs, we established Delta 5.
Thank you. Make your legs north and south at Delta 5 no wider than 2 nautical miles. Thank you.
Hog 3, Wilco.
Dragon status.
He asked for status.
Yeah, 1 second. Dragon 1 is in 180. Correction, 185.
Flares if you got him.
Flare, I popped 2.
Blind. Cleared hot. Visual.
Guns.
Good hits.
Backhand 3-0, this is Dragon 2.
Dragon 2, backhand 30 reads you loud and clear. State your posit.
Single F-18, I'm currently orbiting CP Molly, Angels 21. Also, I have the situation update from Dragon 1's check-in.
Copy, are you able to hold hands with Dragon 1?
I am.
Go ahead and do that elevator up into his block 2426 if he can pass on the echo point. And I'm going to be conducting an attack from Hog, a single A-10 from the echo point. He's Delta 5. How copy?
Dragon 2 confirms I'll get the echo point from Dragon 1, block 2426, Alpha 5.
Continue.
I'm with you now.
Yeah, go ahead and
Hog,
take
from backhand radio check.
2-6. I'll take 2-5.
I got Sugar Charlie.
And I've got the
Already 9-1.
echo point when ready.
Send it.
I already have the
Type
echo
control
point.
bomb on target. Going to be looking for a pair of GBU 54s. Lines 1, 2, and 3, Delta 5. Line 4, 2, 5, 3, 2. Soft-skin vehicle and numerous dismounts in the open. 37 Sierra, Bravo Sierra, 1 9er 9er, 5 9er 8. Talk on, northwest 2,500, right pole south, back to Delta 5, read back 4 and 6 when able.
Hog 3 has a 2532, 37 Sierra, Bravo Sierra, 1 9er 9er, 5 9er 8.
That is a good read back. For the remarks, going to be looking for a west to east attack. And let me read back the remarks. And let me know when you've got lines 4 and 6 on your sensors.
West-east attack and stand by for the sensors.
30. Dragon, what's the status on your weapons?
Yeah, I'm still trying to work them. Admin note, I do have an air start that I put in here in case something happened. I may switch to that.
Copy, keep me posted. I suspect what's going to happen with Hog here is going to happen fast.
Yeah, firm. Hey, I'm going to go ahead and grab that air start jet and see if it fixes this.
Back end 0.
Sounds
Hog.
good.
Send it.
Hog has sensors on a
If he
truck
asks
with a
for
couple of
something, we're
dismounted
just let him know.
infantry
I'm
at
not gonna
a
interrupt them.
T
I will.
intersection, it appears.
Okay.
Can you confirm that T intersection is not a hardball road, and that is between, to the south, maybe a kilometer's a tree line, and to the north is the built-up area that you previously engaged?
Stand by. Hey, firm up with the built-up area north of the target.
Hopefully this fixes it. You got me on mids?
Yeah, did you spawn over the area?
I think so. I forgot how close this was. I'm trying to get out of here now. This jet isn't pre-channelized. What was it? 357775?
Yeah, 357775.
Back in, Hog 3 will have the bomb on target and 2 mics.
Continue.
Hog 3 is in, heading 060.
Hog 3, cleared hot, cleared hot.
Okay, I see you're behind me. I'm going to go ahead and get up to altitude, start working my system, see if I can get this to work.
Cool. I'm at Angels 26.
It is still stuck.
Visual.
Hog 3 pickle.
Hog 3, be advised, your overt lights are on.
Hog 3, take care of.
There has got to be a switch on here that's causing this. Just wish I knew what it was.
Splash.
Shack BDA, soft skin, vehicle, and 4 or 3 dismounts KIA.
Hawk 3.
Hawk 3, call when established back in your block, Delta 5, break, Dragon status.
Dragon's up and airborne. It's happening again. If I can't fix this, I may just become a targeting pod for you to help pick targets on the other side of town you might not be able to see.
Yeah, copy all on the east side of town, especially the southeast. Things are difficult for me to see at this time. Confirm you're joining your chicks holding hands with your wingman.
Yeah, firm. We're in contact. I'm a little bit outside the AO trying to work this. Give me 2 more mics. If I can't fix it, we'll just go with last plan.
Copy that. Break, Hog 3. Confirm you got your sensors on your last flash.
A-firm, sensors on splash.
Do you want me to be a separate flight? I
Hunter
can still be a
sensor
separate flight.
Slew
No, he asked us to be the
north
same. That's
along
fine.
the road that you described, the T-junction. And tell me when you come up to the southern tip of the built-up area. There should be no
Just
more than a
scratching my
kilometer
head
in
trying to
distance.
figure this out. What could I have pushed that caused
Yep,
this?
Hawk 3 has eyes.
Do you see a bus oriented north-south at
Maybe
that
you can
location?
go into the controls menu and see
Copy, I
if
got a north-south
like
bus
any
and,
of the
2
controls
small
are getting
cars nearby.
pressed.
What side of the road are they on?
There are 2 cars, one immediately
Interesting. It's
west
letting me
of
put
the
in a
bus,
grid now,
and the other one southwest of the bus.
but it will not go out of CCIP.
All those vehicles, including the bus, are your next target. Same restrictions will apply. Weapons at your disposal. Want to make this a Type 3 control, and just give you a 5-minute window to engage. How copy?
Check the copies.
Confirm restrictions.
Type 3 control with a 5-minute window to engage for Hawk 3.
Yeah, and make it west to east attacks. Right pull back to Delta 5 once you're complete.
West to east, out south, and back to Delta 5.
Hog 3, Type 3 control, clear to engage, minutes 5, ready, hack.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to dig through this. I thought it was some kind of issue last night, but it is still doing it.
JTAC on 3, Lucky 1-1, state call sign.
Last calling station on 357775, say again.
JTAC on station, this is Lucky 1-1, say call sign.
Lucky 1-1, JTAC is backhand 30, I read you loud and clear.
Backhand 30, Lucky 1-1, checking in.
Say pause it.
Lucky 1-1 is 27 miles south or northwest of CP Mali at 17,000. 1 type AV-AV Harrier, loadout is 4 GBU-54s and 2 IR Mavericks and Lightning Pod sensors.
Copy all, elevator up 15, block 17, call when ready, echo point.
Lucky 1-1.
I found one thing. I don't know if it's it, but I'm gonna head towards the AO anyways.
Hog 3 status.
Hawk 3 pickle times 2 on
Oh,
the bus
it's
and
fixed.
car, and then the car further south.
Continue. Lucky 1-1, let me know when you're ready for that echo point.
backhand, Lucky 1-1. Go ahead and send the echo point.
Echo points 37 Sierra Bravo Sierra 208 618. Elevation 2688. Read back when able.
I got Bravo Sierra 208 618. Elevation 2688.
That's a good read back. I want you to hold your block 15 to 17 Delta 5 off that echo point. Be advised, other air players 1 by A10 call sign Hog 3 will be Delta 5 below you, blocking 13 14, and at Alpha 5 we've got a pair of F-18s blocking 24 26. How copy?
Lucky 1-1 copies all. Receive.
Break Hog 3, good hits. Just finish off that bus, and then we'll call it engagement complete. How copy?
Hog solid copy, inbound west to east with guns.
Do you want me to contact him and
Copy
just
all.
tell him I can head in? You there, Kelly?
Yeah, I'm here. Did he have traffic?
No, I was just wondering, do you want me to go ahead and contact him so I can start hitting some targets?
No, I don't know if you copy, but I'm good to go.
Oh, you're good to go.
Hog
Okay.
6-3, or correction, Hog 3, good hits, bus KIA.
So just to verify, I'm your -2, right?
Yes, sir. Backhand, Dragon 1 is now up and fully capable.
Okay, Dragon, copy all, standby. Dragon 1, be advised, or correction, all players, backhand 3-0 is going to be overall game plan. I'm going to create a Beano line straight down the center of the north-south running AO, roughly, marked by the red smoke that I have in the middle of the town. The east side will be all strikes, Type 3 control towards, for the Dragons, and everything that I can have eyes on the west side of the town, I'm going to use with Hog and Lucky from the top down. Acknowledge game plan.
Dragon 1 acknowledges will be east with Type 3 marked by red smoke.
Lucky 1 acknowledges will be with you on the west side.
Hog 3 acknowledges with you on the west side as well.
Good copy, and at this time, Dragon Flight, this is going to be a Type 3 control. Call when ready to copy remarks.
I'm ready.
Send him.
The red smoke is your Beano line, north-south line from the red smoke, no change to that. The outer ring of the area of operations, or correction, the built-up area, all your strikes will be no further than 50 meters east and west of the outer ring. Any hostile targets that you find, hostile targets are soft-skin vehicles in close proximity to infantry, or any dismounts with a weapon system, or soft-skin vehicles with a Dishka in the back, utility vehicles. Dragonflight, how copy?
Dragonflight copies Lima Charlie. Would we be able to push Bravo 5?
Yeah, that's not going to be a problem for Bravo 5. I want all your attacks to be north-south and reciprocal running, unless you're able to make your drops and be off before the Beano line. How copy?
Copy north-south or reciprocal or before the Beano line.
Let's say firm. As long as you have all your weapon systems in effect employed on the east side of the Beano line, and I'm not worried about any fragmentation coming to the west side.
Copy, confirm.
Dragonflight, you are cleared to engage on all targets. Keep me posted every 5 minutes with a rough BDA and expenditures on your weapon systems. How copy?
Copy, Lima Charlie. We're going to maneuver prior to calling engagement. We want to check some targets as well.
Continue.
All right, move to 1 on the right. Dragon 2, you copy?
Yeah, you said 1 on the right. I did a radio check.
1 on the right, radio check. I don't hear you on 1 on the right.
Oh, it's 143.100.
Radio check.
Lima Charlie.
All right, push Bravo 5. And let's get some targets picked out. And let's follow that plan. I don't have visual on the red smoke, but we'll get all that lined up here.
Lucky 1-1 from backhand 3-0. This is going to be a Type 2 control, bomb on target, GBU 54s at your discretion. Call 1 ready, 9 line.
Lucky 1, ready for the 9 line.
Lines 1, 2, and 3, Delta 5, 2732. Numerous dismounts, 2 or 3 cars. 36 Sierra, Yankee Bravo, 801607.
I see the red smoke.
Talk on northwest,
Copy, I'm a
1600.
little far out, but I'm just doing a nice wide turn, so into the long run in.
Egress, right pole,
So
south,
pick some
back to
targets.
Delta 5. How copy?
Will you be prepared to write down some grids if I give them?
Lucky 1-1's
Yes.
got 2732, Yankee Bravo 081607. Pull right, egress to the south of Delta 5.
How are we going to deconflict those?
Be
Or
advised for
sort,
line
I mean.
6, Yankee Bravo 8.
So we're going to come north to south, and we're staying
607.
east
Read back.
of the red smoke. North to south, but east of red smoke.
Line 6, Yankee Bravo 801607 for Lucky 1-1.
That's a good
Does
read
that make
back.
sense?
Remarks will be final attack heading west to east. Read back. And let me know when you got lines 4 and 6 in your sensor.
Yes, so we're attacking
wait,
anything on the east side of the red smoke,
Back
but
in.
our attacks are north to south.
Yeah, affirm.
And you just wanted us over here for sensor, just to look through the sensors, but then
Yes.
to Alpha?
Yes.
Do you see the red smoke?
I do.
It is right next to the corner of a building.
Copy. Let's look for targets down there. retarding pod was looking in the wrong spot here. Maybe I didn't like it. I overwrote waypoint 0. I'm going to head south and turn around for a good run. Let me know if you see something over there.
Well, I don't see really much to the east of the smoke. Everything's to the... I'm sorry. Yeah, I see everything on the west side.
Copy. I would check the I would go to the far east side and start checking along the roads at the intersections to see if we saw...
Lucky 1-1 from backhand. Let me know if it's going to take a couple minutes. No stress. I just want to know if I can pass on info to Hog.
Yeah, go ahead. Right now I'm blind. I'm gimbaled right now, so go ahead and pass on information. I'm making another round.
Copy. Break, Hog 3. Call ready 9-line.
Hog 3's ready. Send it.
It's going to be a type 2 control, bomb on target, AGM 65. Lines 1, 2, and 3, Delta 5. 2850. Roadblock. 37 Sierra, Bravo Sierra, 199er, 618. Talk on, west 900, egress, right pole south, back to Delta 5. Read back 4 and 6 when able.
Hawk 3 heads at 2850, 37 Sierra, Bravo Sierra,
Right, I'm turning back
199er,
around.
3,
You should be able to see something.
correction, 199, 618.
Hog 3, that's a good readback. It's going to be a... I'm going to have to give you a code for this one. But let me know when you got lines 4 and 6 in your sensors.
I mean,
and,
do you see
I'm
the
gonna
2
have,
trucks
2 attacks
just
with, Lucky before that happens.
northwest of the smoke, and then there's
Hot
3
copy,
trucks to the east. There's another bus further
Backing on
east.
Lucky 1, I've got coordinates on sensor.
Yeah, stand by. Let me get turned.
What do you see in your sensors?
It looks like I've got this.
Looks like I see a roadblock, a couple dismounted infantry, and some light vehicles on a road.
What side of the road are the infantry on?
From my position, they are on
I may try
the looks like the
dumping
north side of the road.
The JDAMs too.
And are they off the road, next to like an elongated, bushy area? Not necessarily trees.
They're on the opposite side of the road that have the bushes.
And the distance between the cars, what would you say that is?
I'd probably say maybe about 10 meters.
Okay, those 2 vehicles along with the dismounts are your target.
Copy.
Okay, go ahead and give me a captured, and then from there give me soonest time on target. Clearance on final with heading.
Nope, I should be good to go.
Backhand Hog is captured on that red block as well.
Copy, yours is a different roadblock.
Backhand Lucky 1, captured TOT 2
Okay, you
minutes.
with me?
Copy, and just be advised,
I'm here.
because you're overhead of Hog,
I see where
release
your
will be
staple
given
is.
once
Do
you're
you see
inside
where my diamond
3
is?
nautical
I've
miles
got
from the target. Hard copy.
I'm gonna turn north here.
Release at 3
I've
miles,
got
Lucky 1.
Multiple
Thank
packs,
you, sir. Break,
one
break, Hog
vehicle,
3, make sure
and a
you're Delta
roadblock
5, no closer
on
than.
my staple.
Hawk 3
I
will
want to
go.
go ahead and hit that. If you want to take one of the targets you found, it looks like you are pretty much with me. We can push out north, come back in. We can start to commence this engagement.
Target's near the red smoke.
Okay, but they're east of the red smoke?
No, okay. Stand by.
Copy. I'm going to go ahead and commence the engagement. Backhand 3-0, Dragon 1, commencing engagement.
Dragons, continue.
Lucky 1 commencing.
Backhand copies, continue.
Alright, I'm turning in now.
Lucky 1, paveway.
Lucky 1, continue, confirm your in call.
Correct.
Say heading.
110.
Cleared hot.
Lucky 1, paveway.
Copy all, break, hog 3. Tell me what you see in your sensors. Break, Lucky 1-1, shack.
Alright, one away.
Backhand Hog 3, I've got a roadblock at the end of a T intersection, the T facing east to west, and I have 3 pedestrians surrounding a Dushka.
Copy, the dish as your primary target for the AGM-65, and after that, from my location, as I look down towards that position, I can't see anything west along the road.
Oh, it did not release.
So let me know what's in there. But right now, I need an AGM-65 on that dish and the pickup truck as soon as possible. And weapons employment, your Lucky's above you, so that's no factor for you.
Do you have targets picked out yet?
I have some targets, yes.
Okay,
No, I said it'd
turn
give you a
back
laser
in from
cone,
the
or a
south to
cone
the north.
as well. Stand by.
I don't know why that didn't drop, but I might have been too close.
I kind of missed a lot of things. I didn't know if this was
And
type
Hawk
1, 2, or 3. I didn't hear the whole 9 mile.
90. How copy?
It's type 3, and it's basically
040 to 090.
any soft skin targets,
Hawk 3, give me as soon as
people
TOT
standing
turns off
by,
final heading.
stuff like that. One away.
Hawk 3.
Okay, this time it did go. Yeah, confirm.
But people are making in calls, and I just got made fun of yesterday for doing an in call during a.
I don't know why. I think he did say type 3 for them as well, but we don't have to. All we have to do is say,
Hawk 3's in, heading 070.
you know,
Hawk 3, cleared hot,
commencing
cleared hot.
engagement complete, and be able to have a BDA. Right now, I got like 1 Vic and
Hawk 3 rifle.
probably 4 packs, 5 packs.
So I just turned in, and I don't have to tell him anything.
Back in Hawk
Nope.
3 on
I'm
my
just telling you,
sensors,
so
about
we
50
deconflict.
meters
I don't wanna
west
drop a
along
bomb
from that
facing
T
each other.
intersection. I have another roadblock. Dushka with 4 infantry.
Okay, I'm in.
Copy, stand by.
Alright, so that's 1 Vic and 4 packs. Alright, I'm going to push out back to the north, and I'm going to find another target.
Backhand, Lucky 1, back on the mic, had to step
Confirming
away
we're still
from you.
Just 26.
Copy, no factor, break, hog.
I'm getting back up there.
Check. And
I'm pulling
how is
away,
with that
actually.
shack, the last
I
targets you
can pull
talked
away if you
about,
got if you're on
did
a
they move
target.
at all?
I'm descending.
Nope.
Hey, firm, that technical just started booking it to the north. It looks like
You
he
hit the
got off
target I was
road
looking
and
at.
got stuck in a ditch about 20, 30 meters north.
Let's deconflict with our staple and diamond.
Copy, that technical is your target. Same mandatory attack
Sounds
heading.
good.
Go guns. And it's not danger close, but I'm going to northwest flares on your in-call.
Hawk 3 will go.
For anyone watching again, this is a charity live stream.
And Hawk, how much time do you think it'll take you to get to the
4
guns?
jets in the AO.
Hawk
And
3 is
the link
in right
is in
now
the
from the
description.
west-east.
If you ask any
Okay.
questions in chat, we'll try to answer them. Especially now that I think I have all my jet issues worked out.
I've got contact.
Flares?
What do you got?
1 second, repositioning.
Okay, I was just looking at the wrong piece of sky. Just note that there was no clearance given. I was blind on that call. But I didn't call it, I don't know if I called it a type 1 either. Give me BDA when able, as I can't see the ground there.
Oh yeah, I smoked him and I definitely didn't get clearance.
His integrity is high. Thank you. Call them back to number
3
5.
technicals
Break,
and
break.
5
Lucky,
packs
call ready 9-9.
Lucky,
at
you
a
ready? Send
4-way
it.
intersection.
Type 2, bomb on target.
I've
Weapons
got
at
2
your discretion.
technicals
Line
and
1,
5
2, and
packs
3, Delta
at a
5.
T intersection.
Okay, we're good.
810. Soft-skin vehicle and fuel tanks. Fuel drums, rather. 3-7 Sierra, Bravo Sierra, 1-9er, 613. Talk on, northwest, 1,200, right pole, south, back to Delta 5, read back, 4 and 6 when able.
1 away.
Lucky One's got 2810. Bravo Sierra 1-9er 613.
That's a good read back. It's going to be a west to east attack. And let me know when you've got eyes on lines 4 and 6.
Lucky One.
I'm 30 seconds from drop.
Yep, I'm flowing south.
Hog 6-3, correction, Hog 3, we're going to use the same 9 line as your last one. Get your eyes back on the T-junction.
And
Hawk 3 is looking at that
6 more
T-junction.
packs, we'll say 10 packs.
From the T-junction, go immediately east to the first road that you see. It's north-south running.
1 away.
Is this a dirt road or a solid road?
It looks like a hard packed road, but essentially if you go across ground about 50 meters from the T-junction, there's 2 buildings stacked north-south. I want you to look on the north side of the first building.
Oh, I got eyes. 2 buildings stacked north-south, and it looks like there's 2 little crappy lampposts.
Yeah, that's right. So on the
Crappy lampposts.
easternmost of the 2 crappy lampposts that you're describing,
I'm turning back in. with
tell
the
me what you
turtles.
see at that location.
Hog 3 has eyes on Jim Sheed holding a RPG.
That is your
I need to
target. You
reposition to get a
fly
BDA.
30 millimeters.
Cloud's down the
Stand
way.
by. We're going to use
Yeah, firm.
Lucky first.
Hog.
Lucky status.
Lucky One is captured on coordinates, looking for target.
Okay, at the location on the road, look for a soft-skin vehicle, pickup truck in nature, with the nose pointed northeast, and to the rear of the vehicle are a series of oil drums
I'm
or
going to turn
gas drums.
inbound. I've got
Lucky One's captured. I got the target.
packs on an intersection.
Immediately
Looks like it's on
south
our
of that
side of the
position,
deal here.
tell me what you see around the
Yep.
around the building.
I see 6 dismounted infantry around the building in the kneeling position.
The vehicle, the drums, and the infantry are your target.
Lucky 1, copy.
One away.
You're approved soon as TOT, and weapons employment once you're 3 nautical miles or closer to the target. How copy? Maintain your block at all times.
Maintain block, weapon release at 3 or less.
Good, read back. Clearance on final with heading. Break, hog 3. Maintain Delta 5, no closer than.
Okay, I've got another set of targets just
Delta 5,
north,
closer than.
or no, just east of your targets up the road.
Copy. Give me the BDA and what you've destroyed so far.
Yeah, I wrote it down.
No, just give it to me.
6 times packs, 3 cars.
Standby 1. Backhand 30, Dragon 1.
Standby. Break, lucky status.
Lucky's positioning. Give me.
I'm down to guns,
me 2
so
minutes.
go ahead and do your runs. I'm
Okay,
gonna
no
save
problem.
my
Break,
guns in
Dragon,
case we have
send your
troops in
traffic.
contact.
Copy. I got a little technical here I'm going to run in on.
Copy.
Dragon from backhand, I'm ready to copy your traffic.
Copy, just giving you an update. I have a BDA if you want it. We're still prosecuting targets on this side. Dragon 1 is ordnance dry except for guns.
Okay, copy. If you don't mind holding that information for me, we're still prosecuting here as well. Thank you for the update.
Yep.
One away.
Hog 3, be advised, I no longer see your target. Once Lucky is done, I'll have you into the overhead, see if he's gone on the east side of the building.
If he wants to continue, I'll go back and rearm at Ramat.
3 has eyes on him on the south side of the building.
Sounds good.
The 2 buildings.
Perfect. Maintain custody, if possible, by staying at Delta 5.
Lucky 1
What
commencing
ordnance?
075.
What ordnance
Lucky
do you have remaining?
1, continue.
Two GBU 12s.
Copy. It's a very effective use of air power when you know it's going to be Type 3 capable. Split the town, send us free, go work the other side.
Yeah, that is.
Lucky 1, pave weight.
Stay heading.
072.
Cleared hot.
Pave weight.
I may have a target for you. Looks like some miscellaneous packs on a road, but I would prioritize any vehicles first. We do have someone watching the stream. I guess say hello and let us know what aircraft you like.
Yeah, is there a burning technical just to the west up the road? Like, I don't know, 40 meters?
Yeah, affirm. That's it. The 3 packs.
Lucky 1-1 shack. All
Technical I
targets
just
destroyed.
took out. He ran away from those packs when you dropped your ordnance.
Okay, so they just squirted out. Got it. Gonna go ahead and mark that.
Lucky call when established.
I'll take him out.
5 in your block. Break. Hog 3. Your approved soonest TOT guns on the dismounted infantry. I need you over my right shoulder. Clearance on visual. And your in call. How copy?
Over your right shoulder with guns on the bad guy.
And I'll be marking my position with green flare.
Hog 3.
And be generous with your flares if you don't mind. Just on the in call.
Yep, Hog 3 will go.
Okay, I'm heading in.
Lucky 1 established, Delta 5.
Thank you, sir.
I thought I set my auto throttle, but I did not.
Backhand Hog 3's in, heading
Welcome,
080.
Looking.
One away.
Visual. Cleared hot. Cleared hot. Hog 3, good hits, good hits. Call established, Delta 5 in your block. Correction, at this time you can stay below 10.
Below 10, back to Delta 5, Hog 3.
You can add 3 more packs to that list.
Got it. I just searched the perimeter road on the east side. I didn't see anything else remaining except for those last packs you just hit. I was going to start to check inside a little bit. I didn't know if you see anything else either. I might call engagement complete.
Yeah, I got one more bomb.
All right, why don't you do a sweep of the area as well, see what you got, and then if we got nothing, I'll call complete.
And
Sounds good.
Lucky and Hog, we're going to have a sensor plan. Reference Hog's T-junction. Hog, I want you to scan everything north of the T-junction in the built-up area, pretty much the northwest quadrant of the town, and reference Lucky's last strikes. Lucky, I need you to scan the southwest quadrant, looking for any dismounts or fighting vehicles. I'm not seeing anything on my end.
Lucky 1 copy.
30 Hog 3, I've got a contact on enemy bus with armed infantry surrounding it on the northwest corner of the city.
Copy, standby. Let me move into position.
I found something, but I think it's just west of the smoke, so no go.
Note the grid. Man, I got a cloud right in my way. Man. I think we'll call engagement complete then. I didn't see anything either. Did you sweep the full east side road?
Yeah, I couldn't find anything.
Yeah, I got this cloud basically blocking my entire run this time. I'm gonna get a little bit here, but not much.
I think I'm just to the west, barely.
Yeah, firm. I'm gonna call engagement complete.
Okay, copy. I got 2 large groups, and I'm going to be able to give that to both of you guys, Hog and Lucky. Standby.
I'll let him complete this. Go to, what's your fuel state?
7.7.
Oh, you got time. And you have 1x12 and guns?
Hey, firm.
Alright. Ah, it was so frustrating when I couldn't get things to work. Just wish I knew what caused it.
Yeah, I don't see anything over here.
Let's stand by. Do you see where my staple is?
And Lucky, from the top to the bottom, same 9 line applies to both flights. Call when ready to copy.
Lucky's ready.
I think you're to the east.
Type 2, bomb on target, GBU 54s.
Well, to the east is good.
Lines 1, 2, and 3, Delta 5.
Sorry, West.
Elevation 2655.
Am I west?
Roadblock. Bravo Sierra 205. 6.
Maybe, I don't know. I gotta get closer. It's close, man.
Talk on. West 1300. Left pole north. Back to Delta 5. Read back
east,
4 and
brother.
6 when able.
Okay.
From the top to the bottom.
I'm at a bad angle.
I mean, no, let's double check it. Let's do it right. But
Lucky One's got
Pretty sure I'm on the
2655.
east of
Bravo
that smoke.
Sierra 205 625.
Good, read back. Let me know when you got sensors on lines 4 and 6.
Hawk 3 has a 2655, Bravo Sierra 205 625.
That's a good read back for Lucky and Hog. Let me know when you got lines
tell me what you see.
4 and 6 in your sensors.
I'm getting there,
For the
hold
final
on.
attack heading, going to be looking for a 090 and 120 final attack heading. How copy?
Say again for Lucky.
090 and 120.
090120 final attack hitting for Lucky One.
Good read back.
090 to 120, Hawk 3.
T intersection, maybe 5 packs and a storage container in the middle of the road along the stem.
yeah, firm. That's that T intersection. The long stem is north and south. I believe, to me, I'll double check here in a second, but I'm like 90% sure that is on the east side of the Bino line.
Three zero Hawk 3, I've got eyes on the 406.
Yeah, I think you're good. There is a main artery way coming in, and
Copy.
you
What
are
you
to
should be,
the east
what
of
you should
it.
be looking at is a road that goes around the town. It's concave in nature with the opening of the road.
Okay, that's
say
gonna
to
be
the
close.
southeast.
I'll take it.
Break.
I think we're good. Then we'll call engagement complete.
Hog has contact.
Okay, turning in now.
Essentially, what I want you to look at is a northern target, correction, a southern target, where there are two vehicles, sedans, which would appear to be two logging positions as deterrents to get any kind of traffic through there, and also a square, looks like a logistics container.
Hawk 3 has eyes on that, and 5 infantry units surrounding the junction there.
Okay, that is your target set.
Lucky One's capture and coordinates being obstructed by terrain. Stay by.
Copy.
One away.
Break Hog 3, you're approved to attack those targets. Clearance on final with heading. Give me Sonas TOT.
So COT Hawk 3.
Break, Lucky, let me know when you got your sensors on 4 and 6.
Lucky One's got capture on the
Smack.
Follow the road east, a couple
5
hundred
more
meters
packs.
until you see a bus.
spotted.
Tell me
you
what
there?
you see around the bus.
What was that?
I see one
Did you see that? I
one
was
car and
verifying
probably
we were
about
on the same
8
target.
infantry surrounding the vehicle.
Yeah, firm. Looked like 5 more packs.
Okay, that bus and the car, the infantry, is your target.
When there's a break in their comms, which there really hasn't been, I'll call engage complete.
Okay, I'm gonna form up on you.
Yeah, firm. I'm
Alright,
Hawk
Hawk 3 is inbound heading 120.
246 in the box.
Hawk 3, cleared Hawk, cleared Hawk.
Copy.
I'm going to push back east.
Hawk 3 pickle.
So are you just guns like me now?
A firm.
Alright, so we can do sensors and guns.
Hawk
I'm
splash.
8.4.
But inbound 050.
Lucky confirm 050.
Affirmative 050.
Your headings are between 090 and 120.
Roger that. Stand by.
Continue.
Alright, I'm going to turn us back left here.
I'm 2 miles in trail. Closing fast.
Yeah, you may want to stay in trail just for a bit anyways, just keep it light since we're probably going to be pushing out of here, I would assume.
Hog 6 through, or correction, Hog 3 from your last strikes. Follow the road west about a kilometer until you come to the first bus I think you told me about. Do you see that?
Yeah, Hawk's got contacts.
What do you got remaining for stores?
Hog has 700 gun and 7 laser rockets.
Lucky status.
Lucky turning inbound 095.
Lucky cleared hot, break, Hog 3. Gonna take, I think you said you had a 54 left. Put a 54 on that bus. The bus is your target.
Hog negative, I don't have a 54. I've got laser rockets and a gun.
Let's do the gun.
Lucky 1, pay weight.
Copy. Continue. Break, Hog 3. You're approved to give me serious TOT clearance on final heading 090 and 120 on that bus.
Hog 3 will go.
Lucky Shack.
Lucky 1 is bingo fuel. We gotta head out. Back in.
Lucky, you're approved RTB in your block until you're out 10 nautical miles from the Echo Point. Thanks a lot for the help today, sir. I appreciate it.
No problem. How much longer are you gonna be around? Do I have enough time to yo-yo?
Won't be that long. Like, I'm also running out of targets here.
Okay, roger that. We're RTBing out of here. We'll let you know when we're egressed.
Copy, break, Hog 3, visual.
Stand by, Hog to take a spin.
Back end 3-1, Dragon 1, flight, engagement complete.
Dragon, standby. Attack in progress.
Hog 3 is inbound, heading 100.
Looking good. Cleared hot,
You must be popping flares down there.
When able, give me a BDA. I'm going to need an immediate reattack on red smoke. Follow your last target, the road north. About 1 kilometer, look for red smoke.
I have red smoke east about 1 kilometer in the middle of the city.
Disregard that smoke, standby. I'll change colors. From your last hits, north, 1 kilometer, orange smoke on 2 buses.
I have orange smoke in sight, heading 180.
Visual, cleared hot. Shock the western bus, standby. And Hog, follow the road north 500 meters, and just before the tree line, you're looking for several dismounts, fuel containers, and a soft skin vehicle. Need guns on that. What attack access can you give me on that?
I can come in heading 090 right now.
Visual. Hawk 3 cleared hot. Good hits. 3 dismounts remain. Approved immediate reattack. Break, Dragon, send your traffic.
Dragon 1 engagement complete. I have BDA, and we are only remaining guns.
Copy. At this time, I'm just going to finish off guns with Hog. Standby, attack in progress.
Standing by.
Hog 3, visual.
Hawk 3 is in, heading 090.
Hog 3 cleared hot. Good hits. Hog 3 targets destroyed. Break, Dragon from backhand 3-0. Pretty spent on my end. A significant amount of BDA has been achieved in weapons expenditures. Did you have anything else for me this evening?
In terms of the stream, we could go do a quick debrief. In terms of the action here, I can give you the BDA if you want.
I'll skip the BDA, but yeah, let's jump into a debrief.
Yeah, Firm. We'll go back to Ramat David. It's pretty close, and we'll resume, or we'll pick it up after that.
Sounds great. You're comfortable with me seeing me in the Discord server?
Yeah, Firm. As soon as we land, we'll get back into... Actually, you know what we'll do for time's sake? I'll just go ahead and despawn here, and then we can jump straight to Discord, and we can go through the TAC view.
Yeah, your call. Like time-wise, like it could be edited later or whatever. But yeah, I'm super flex. Whatever you guys want to do, I'll be here.
Yeah, Firm. Let's go ahead and do the BDA. We're almost a couple hours in, so I will jump out and I will meet you in Discord with the TAC view.
Cool.
Alright, I'm going to jump out for the stream's sake. Are you going to go back to the deck?
Backhand Hog.
No, I'm going to drop out too. I want to hear the debrief.
Flyby.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, I want to do one. Backhand 3-0, Dragon 1. I'm going to descend here. Backhand 3-0. He may have already disconnected us. Yeah, he did. Okay, I'm going to jump out.
Copy.
Alright, we are back on Discord. I'm going to get the TAC view up for us. Give me just a minute here. How was that for you, Rifle? Oh, he may not be back yet. Rifle, are you back?
I am.
All right, we are on Discord. We've got the TAC view up. Let me roll this back here. Yeah, we got a lot going on. So, overall, before we get into the details, what'd you think, brother?
That was really good. I remember last time I had shown up was months ago, but that was pretty slick, and guys came in kind of like at an even pace, which helped me out. And I kind of wasn't anticipating Lucky showing up the AVAB, but when he did, like everything, the confidence in all the pilots was fantastic. It's just unfortunate that you had some weapons issues, but with everyone showing up the way they did, that Type 3 and giving you so many targets on the other side of town, I think added to a lot of variety.
Yeah, so this issue happened to me yesterday, and I still wish I don't know what caused it. I did put an air start spawn in there just because, for a live stream if there's any issues. Um, but whatever, we worked through them, so that was nice. Unfortunately, I only got to do the 1-9 line with you, modify with guns. But, it's interesting. I know we're doing the live stream for the veterans benefits. And, for me, being a veteran, one of the things I miss a lot is teamwork. It's one of the reasons I enjoy DCS. And I really like the fact that you and I have never actually done a control together before. But even under a situation where it's kind of got an issue with the jet, the flow is still there. The information exchange is still there. We're on target. We smack the target. Everything works according to the standard, right? Like little flow differences, but the 9-line and the 12-step process is the same, right?
Yeah, 100%. And I think if people like chimed in and listened to the whole thing, you can see that there's differences, almost like a culture between Hog and myself, Dragon and myself, and Lucky. Right? Everyone's a little bit different, and with the amount of time spent together, as time went on, rather, you could see how that like I had an idea of how Lucky was coming back to me across and stuff like that, and then the same thing with you guys, Dragons and the Hogs. So to see those discrepancies, or the discrepancies is the wrong word, but those nuances, yeah, those nuances within a simulator, that's pretty awesome to see that.
Yeah, and I really enjoy the teamwork, and I enjoy like the complexity that you added of splitting up the AO into two sections, giving us red smoke, clearing us for a Type 3 because it's really hard to probably control 4 aircraft, and we were two similar aircraft, so it probably makes good sense to put us on one side, and you could keep control of the similar. I'm wondering if that was any of your thinking in that.
The big one for the F-18, and especially an AVAB coming to town, is just thinking about the gas, right?
Yeah.
So I had a lot of targets I could see on my side. What I could have done is to hold control and keep it at Type 2s. With you guys, is created a Beano line as well. But you would have done all the hunting for me. So did we have, a lot of time on the radio where you can give me lines 4 and 6, and then I could do the rest of the restrictions to make sure that my position was safe? Yes, we could have done that. But I think that's what a Type 3 exists for. So it served everyone really well, I think.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was very efficient. Me and my wingman, we were able to work together. But let's go back really quick to this first. I checked in. You gave keyhole in effect, which I was wondering how you were going to do it if you use the IPs. The keyholes, it's fine. You gave me the keyhole. I pushed Alpha 5. I had the sensors on. Had to work through the issue, but I could see the guns was working. We worked through that issue. I'm sure in the real world you've had issues where something didn't go right or something was broken and you had to modify things.
Yeah, like especially something like the older AC-130s, the H models, wasn't uncommon that the 40 or the 105 was bent. That brevity being that weapon system's not operable, and like sometimes that stuff happens. That's real life.
Yeah, yeah. So right now on the stream, I am showing, and let me put this in Discord so you can see it live. Here.
I can see it on YouTube.
Okay, well, it's also now live in Discord. Anyhow, we worked. I explained to you I had issues. We worked on the target. You marked it with smoke, which was great. You called me to do flares, and right here, I did the flares, and you could see them. We're kind of looking from your vantage point to do that. Um, in your mind, did you want this more like a Type 1 where you wanted to verify where I was coming in because of the issues, or just because it was a gun run, or what was the reason you decided to do that, to ask for the flares?
Yeah, it's not the flares as the first pass in a real world scenario. I would never do. It's just for me and DCS to be able. In DCS, it's a little harder to catch an actual aircraft.
Ah,
It's always difficult to catch an F-18 anyways because of the speed. The paint with regards to the sky. And even an A10, when the A10 is looking right at you, it's very challenging to see that it's pointed right at you. So for me, it's only for my own essay. Tactically, doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And actually, what I learned from this is I didn't see you at that location when you drop flares. I was looking at the wrong piece of sky, which is normal too in real life. It's just trying to like understanding where everything is in relation to headings and stuff like that. So I'm actually curious when you did flares, how far you were from the target.
sorry, I muted myself. I was about 9 miles, I think, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, so 9 miles is almost like 20 kilometers, right?
Yeah.
So, like for me to see those flares, my eyes were not looking in that piece of sky at all. But I mean, those are just lessons learned. You definitely want it when you're a couple miles away, max.
Okay. Okay. So max 2 mile, and I'd never had that before, so I really wasn't sure, and I certainly wasn't. Um, I was a bit frustrated at the moment because I was like, God, all I want to do is some 9 lines with rifle. Like I've been wanting to do it for a long time. So, like, I'm
I
like,
hear ya.
it's just so like in the moment frustration. Like, well, here we go. I can at least do guns, and so sometimes I think one of the mistakes is the two mistakes I always are working through to some level is one, slowing down. No matter how stressful it is, slow down and make sure you do stuff right. What is the saying? Um, Slow is smooth and smooth is fast,
That's right.
right? And in this case, sometimes when I'm doing that, you want me to do something, I want to get it done now so I can get to my next task, right? I'm saying you're rushing it, but I wasn't thinking about that perspective of, hey, I'm 9 miles away. Are you even going to see this? All I was trying to do was get the flare done so I could get onto this because I want to get the thing killed for rifle. That's all I wanted to do.
No, it's cool and it's a real deal. Like one guy told me that too. He's a Canadian Hornet pilot, and when we went back to the hotel after a strike, and he was like, I couldn't work any faster in the jet, So like even for me at that, because sometimes they're at different proficiency levels, and sometimes for me it's like I just read you the digits. Like how come it's not hand jammed in the computer yet and dropping the bomb? Like let's go. And that's why sometimes we get those backseat rides in F-18s because they're busy bodies up in there. And this is all part of the training to be able, and especially debrief after a training event like that is huge for everybody.
Well, that's why I wanted to ask this question, right? I mean, we debrief in some of the streams we've done recently. We've added the debrief, and I think honestly, it's one of the most important things. You can learn things in a moment and you can clarify, but I don't think there's anything more that's going to shove that mirror in your face of what your mistakes were than taking a look at TAC view, debriefing, watching the video, and going back through it. And I've learned so much through doing that.
Yeah, and if you look at like stuff like Top Gun, the Air Force is like their weapons instructor course. I think it is the WIC, if I remember correctly. And JTAC has its own thing at Nellis as well. Unfortunately, I was never able to take part in that because some of the stuff is secret nor foreign. And but
You
the
dirty foreigner.
yeah, I know, right? Like I don't want to talk about like who's who's lobbing a B61, the nuclear device over the hill. Like, it's pretty intense. But the sequence of preparing for a mission, right? And then briefing your audience and then executing the debrief is insanely long. So if you were out there for an hour and a half executing, which can be very long, sometimes it's longer, and it can be much shorter as well as a JTAC. When you brief afterwards, say just for like the check-in portion, the JTAC's going to say, this is what happened. And then, okay, got it. So they write down what I said, and then you would come in and say, this is what happened. Because then all of a sudden, if I say that you were at blocking 15 to 18 and you say I was 25 to 26, then we start finding all these discrepancies. And a lot of the times you don't know it until other people start talking. And then people can go to tapes from the aircraft and audio and video, stuff like that. This can easily has gone well over a few hours. And like after the execution piece for the ground guys, which is physically demanding often, like these are really long days. So to be able to do this in DCS for maybe 15 to 30 minutes is definitely extremely beneficial.
Yeah, for sure. And you know, I do appreciate it. Let's get back to this here though. So anyhow, I'm glad you used the red smoke. I think that gave me a bit of confidence. My targeting pod was looking at it, but you know, when it's not working right, your confidence begins to go down. When I saw it visually, I was very comfortable. And I don't know. Let's see if we can find the actual target that I hit. I think this is it here.
Yeah, because you can see those dead brown guys, right?
Yep.
So Hog had already done a strike and killed some of the packs around there.
Oh, the mortar tubes show up as tanks. That's funny. Right, and so you had me finish and splash them, and that clearly worked out here. You know, your instructions were really clear. When you said left pull, had I been in a bomb, left or right wouldn't matter in terms of this hill here, but it would matter in terms of a gun run for this. So it actually worked out better for that purpose. But either way, I was really comfortable with that. I felt like it was, you know, communicated well by you, and I knew, you know, exactly what I was hitting. I think you felt comfortable too, given the situation. Anyhow,
Yeah, that axis is perfect, north to south.
Yeah. I put a course line into my jet. I make my life simple. It takes 2 seconds. And when things get like this, where it gets confusing or something happens, all I got to do is look at where I am, the course line. It's like, oh, it's a 1 second solution to make sure I'm coming in right. You know what I mean?
Yep, no, it's a great idea.
So anyhow, the A10 checked in, I believe, with you was next.
At some point during the attack, yes.
Okay. And then I think you held him off. And then
Delta 5.
I spawned in. I forgot how close I made this, like right over the AO when I grabbed the new jet to see if I could.
Oh,
fix
that's where that when I called someone busted the airspace. That's what happened.
it. Yeah, because I respawned in the air, and I didn't think about it when I put this down. You know, anything. I just like, oh, I'll put a jet here, and so yeah, there was a respawn busting. But I did head back out. I was like, I need to get out of here and whatever. So anyhow, your next 9 line was with Hog. You have any notes on this one?
I think
Myself?
that was our first one.
Either
Was
one.
that
Of you. It's a 54.
Oh, it was a 54.
Yep.
I thought I had a AGM 65 as the first one somewhere.
Yeah, the first one. It should have been before
Oh, here it is.
Dragon's strike.
Here it is. That's right, because I was useless to you, so you moved on. I forgot about that. Okay.
That was a bit of a spicy one. There's a massive water tower right next to the guy, so I had to like scooch around that, and then I had to do a little bit of DCSism to try to lock the guy, but I was able to get the lock.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Hey, Walmart, check your PM. Was any notes on that 9 line or any of that stuff?
No, it was really slick, and everyone this evening was fantastic with the talk-ons.
Okay, good. We do a lot of CAS around here, so I would hope that would show.
It's definitely healthy.
Okay, so the next one was my gun run, And then you guys did the next attack was, yes, the GBU 54. Any notes on this particular one?
Not that I recall. I think really the only thing that stuck out to me, because guys are doing their thing, flying their jets, and are stuck with their own challenges in the cockpit. Like I know it happened a couple of times with Lucky, definitely one time with Hog, and that's the types of clearances. So like I don't think my Type 3s were very pristine this evening for the clear to engage. And I chose not to make a 9-line. I just gave like the remarks. And then so there were just some instances with clearances. So you've got your continue, your abort, cleared hot, and clear to engage. So I think maybe some people confuse continue with like, yeah, you're on your heading, keep going. But I'm really waiting for that in call. And so an in call is, Hog 3 is in from the west or in 090, and then there's your cleared hot. So some of the factors that alluded to this was, I'm like departing the IP now, stuff like that. That's how I understood it a couple of times. Those are pretty much like really the big ones. So when someone called in and it's like, yeah, pave way, away, or pickle, then I was like, okay, well, what heading are you on? Right. And then, yeah, okay, then now that's good. It's as per the remarks, cleared hot. Like that's really like the big red flag for the evening. The rest of it was slick.
Yeah, at 10:36, I smoked that dude without clearance because you said I need to reattack on that southern guy, give me flares, and I said I'm already in heading east, but then I think you didn't see me, and then I was like so focused on like, dude, I've got this guy so lined up. And then I was like at the point where I was like, I'm gonna have to turn around, and it like didn't even occur to me that like I hadn't gotten clearance until like I pulled the trigger and bullets were flying. I was like, oh, he didn't say anything yet.
Yeah, no stress.
I think you must have heard like the gun go off because then you were like, Hog, I don't have visual on you. I'm like, yeah, the guy's dead.
Yeah, so that's exactly it. I was kind of looking at the wrong piece of sky, just trying to acquire you, and just trying to do that kind of best effort to visually acquire. Even though the distance though, like over a kilometer, really in reality I wouldn't care about that. It's when it starts getting within 500 meters that you definitely want to make sure the gun's on you. I think when I became a JTAC in 2008, there's a Sherman tank in California on a hill, and 1.8 kilometers to the east, I was on a hill with an orange panel marker, which really a plane doesn't see all that great at all ever. And next thing you know, the pilot was asking for clearance, and he was clearly pointing at me. So that was really close to being an international incident because we had some MARSOC guys on the hill with us. But like ever since then, I make best effort at all times to visually acquire the aircraft if I can.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so one thing that we had was my -2 didn't understand the Type 3 control that you gave us. I understood what you were saying. I don't think I'd ever received a Type 3 that, I don't want to use the word loose because I haven't dug into the JPub that deep on what exactly you can.
Super loose.
Yeah. I understood the Beano line. I appreciated the smoke. I understood that we were on the east side. That's why I requested to go to Bravo 5 so that we could not be stuck up here in the north, and that we could just do our north-south legs over here and be within that. And if you look at this, just kind of speeding back and forth, we were able to maintain that airspace and that deconfliction, which, in this tight space is very important. I thought it was brave of you to give us clearance like you see here with Reki. If we can hit it and not break that line, that's a lot of trust in us, so I appreciate that. but I thought that worked out very well once we understood it. But it was clear to me. I knew what we were hitting based on the briefing. You had repeated that stuff in the Type 3. You know, you made it clear where we were going to be and what we were looking for and what our restrictions were. So I was comfortable.
Cool. Like as I was kind of articulating it, and then you said, "Hey, I want to go to Bravo 5, which is a big save for me." Like obviously you can come in from Alpha 5 because you're in your block, and then just make sure that the weapons are always on the east side of the Beano line. However, you know, it'd been a long time since I had done these kind of Type 3s, and as loose as they were, I should have definitely made the best effort, like just another 60 seconds to really articulate to myself, like, how do I want to dispatch this message? So like for me, like more clarity, because if your number 2 doesn't get it, then, you know, that's definitely on me. Like I don't physically control the aircrafts ever, but if something happens, every time there's a blue on blue, it's because the JTAC made a mistake and the pilot didn't get it, or the pilot made a mistake and the JTAC didn't get it, right? And so, yeah, that's a good point. And then for me, it's just work on my Type 3s.
Yeah, and I mean that's why I asked for the. I mean, it's a CAS team, first of all, right? If you're giving me this information, and what you're talking about there is using the PTT as a push to talk, not a push to think button, right? Like have your plan before you say something, and that's really hard to do because you want to get on the radio, you want to be communicating. But it's a CAS team, right? Like I was like, okay, he's giving me some instructions. I would like to go here, and you know, in my mind, we're playing ball on the same side, right? So if you have one thing that you didn't leave clear and I say, hey, I want to go to Bravo 5, and you're like, yep, I should have said that, then we're playing the same ball and we're just helping each other out, right?
100%.
Anyhow, this is where I think you said 1036 was where this happened. So it was that was just a miscommunication on the reattack. Is that what that was?
Yeah, no, it's just the reattack's coming in. However, I did not give clearance as I wanted to get that visual just because of how close he's coming over the shoulder. The hill where it's at, like the nose of the Hummer, I can't see these guys.
Right.
And so I just wanted to catch them. But I was really pumped that Hog 3 was super pumped that they all got smoked on that first go. So he's really excited about it.
So you mean if you got
it was super windy, so I was like trying to guesstimate my bullets heading off left or right.
Okay. And then I'm curious, just follow the A10 down the chute. I just want to see his egress.
Well, hold on one second. So what you're saying is when bullets are coming over your head, you want to know where they're coming from? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, over the shoulder, right? Because we had talked about come over my right shoulder, and that's something A10s in the community do really well. That's a perfect egress. And so it's, hey, I want you over the right shoulder, I want you over the left shoulder, because something people don't think about is sometimes you can have an A10 overhead for an hour and a half, and you're just going on a patrol in Afghanistan, and they'll find the threat before you, or you are taking fire from a position you can't even make it out, right? And so they're always know, like, how do they do this? It's either the targeting sensor is going around everywhere, but their Mark 1 eyeball is keeping visual friendlies. And as soon as you give a bearing and distance, once you got contact, like say, hey, I need you over my right shoulder, you know, and guns on the tree line, something like that. Like we're talking 30 seconds flash to bang. And so that's where that kind of comes from. Over the right shoulder, let's go. And who was Hog, by the way? Is that Reki?
Yeah.
Were you able to see the flares coming from the Hummer?
I did see. I saw the green flares coming up on the second one.
Perfect.
Okay. Just one little note here, since our Type 3 is really not much in play for the debrief, I don't think we had anything on the wrong side. But, you know, we had it organized. I got my 2 on the same page, which was fine. We came in, we sorted targets, and just like this, we're now like in our actual attack phase. We're working them and getting all of these, and you'll see all of these are going to be on that west side. I think mostly on the road or pretty far east. So, your
East side.
instructions. What was that?
East side, not west side.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, east side. East side. So you'll see that whatever there was at the end result is with that teamwork, we were able to hit targets all on the east side of the city, right? So your type 3 at the end of the day, it worked out. That's my only point.
Awesome.
Right?
We did have a question with that last target that I hit. That one was close to the line.
Is that coming up here? This one, I'm assuming. Yeah, so I thought from what I could see with the smoke was like right here or something. Not exactly sure, somewhere in the center, and this was like just east of it. So
Okay.
I don't know. There's no way to see the smoke here or to know what roads delineated it. But yes, this one was the only one that we spent, I don't know, probably an extra 3 or 4 minutes just going through this. I was 90% sure it was good to go. But I wanted Grendel to be sure, so I had him do his own checking. You know what I mean? So whatever. But anyhow, we'll back up to the other one since you had the actual controls. After he turned off at 36, was there any other points of discussion here that you wanted to go through?
No, not for myself. No.
Okay.
Oh, I have a question.
Yep.
Shoot.
So you were telling me to establish Delta 5, and so that's west 5 miles, no closer than 5. You said something about like make your legs 2.5 miles wide.
Yeah, that's the beginning there. So if you make your legs 2.5 miles wide, I put this down in one of my videos. Essentially, because people what they don't get is when you're doing Delta 5, it's the book says come no closer than. So tonight, like I shouldn't have to say that, but like
Right.
you guys don't get paid to do this. I just say it anyways, just to reiterate. But you could go and have like lateral legs 100 nautical miles if you wanted to. And so if you've got a player at Alpha 5, if you go north from Delta 5 north 5 miles, you're now in potentially you're deconflicted by altitude with the dragons. But that's why I was doing those leg things. Just keep your legs kind of short. So essentially, I'm trying to force you into a racetrack. So if I wanted to be super micromanaging, I'd say, I want you to hold Delta 5 to Delta 10 with like your legs being no wider than 2 miles, something like that. So then that's a true racetrack.
Right. Yeah. So I think I was doing that, but when you first said that, I wasn't sure if you meant like 2 miles, and I was supposed to racetrack myself on the long axis, like into Delta 5, like
Gotcha.
east-west, or I did north-south because that made more sense, and I could actually have the targeting pod on things for longer. But
yeah, for me, the 2 mile, like after at one point I thought about it, and it's like really constricting. And at the same time, you were all deconflicted by altitude. So I didn't have, in real life, an A10 would never listen to me for doing that. It's more when the stacks are really heavy. And also, besides that, like I should have thought of like, hey, like everyone's deconflicted with altitude. So like I don't have to make it more anal for anyone at the moment.
yeah, honestly, I couldn't really figure out how to do the math in my head to like, am I going 2 miles right now? So I was just rough guessing it anyway. I was like close-ish to Delta 5.
Gotcha. I think in real life, some A10 pilots use like their course needle, and somehow from the echo point, they're able to see, okay, here's my distance, and then they're able to just kind of like figure things out through some analog stuff in the cockpit.
Okay, yeah. Like how many ticks on the side to side.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I don't know, Rifle, had you done much controlling with Harriers in DCS?
I can't say that I have.
Okay. So we do have a Harrier squadron here. They're all proficient in CAS. they do it regularly, and I'm hoping that shows with you working with them.
Yeah, it was easy having Lucky come in. I was just like asking him questions. It was going, and I've done a little bit of work in the AVAP. I think plugging information into that cockpit is maybe a little bit more laborsome than the F-18. That might just be my own proficiency in SUS because I'm almost ubiquitously in the A-10. But no, like is easy being with the Harrier.
So Walmart, you have or Rifle, do you have any notes on this? It looks like this was your first attack with a 54.
No, this should be one of the later attacks.
Yeah, I mean we're pretty far in here.
I
But
just want to see the angle. It should be like almost a 090 if you want to see the weapon attack from, yeah. Perfect.
yeah, yep.
It's outside danger close, but over the left shoulder like that. If a weapon goes dumb, which in Iraq I saw a lot of GBU-38s have fin lock, a significant amount. And like if there's a weapons issue, and even with laser guided bombs, like the bang bang and having a laser go off more than 10 seconds, if there's an issue, it's always going to land short. Very rarely would a weapon go long, right? And so that's why I want to plan a good attack heading, because if the weapon went short, I want to make sure that it doesn't land next to me.
And when you say,
So why'd you
well, when you hold
why'd
on
you
one second.
send it right over your head?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like place it over my head, right? Like look at the line. Now look at it from the west, and what's that distance from?
From you.
Yeah. Like it's not going to be a terrible distance, but also with the angle, the spray is going to go towards the east.
Looks like the closest it came to you. I know, so there's altitude involved too, so it's kind of hard to know the exact offset, but
Yeah, I don't know what kind of meter there is.
yeah. This doesn't. Oh, this does tell me altitude, so 7,000 feet. Yeah. So I mean, it would have been somewhat close, I guess, had it landed like right here or something.
Yeah, like so for me, I'm just taking into consideration I've got the guys at Delta 5 and then the Beano line. And so like can I send the guys up north and bring them more towards a what would you call it? Like a 100 to 130 final attack heading in a perfect world.
Right. But I want to go back. You said fin, Fin lock. I don't know that everyone knows what that means. You want to talk about what that error is?
Yeah, so on a smart weapon, excuse me, on a smart weapon, the rear has the canards, and so that's what moves the weapon, whether it's being guided by GPS or by satellite or by both. And at times, there's a thing that's called fin lock. And there's even a B-1 bomber who talked to me once. He released a 2,000-pound JDAM. And so when you release a weapon, because of gravity, as soon as it comes off the bird, it's instantly going faster than the bird. It's picking up more speed because of gravity. The weapon experienced fin lock, and then the B-1 bomber guys saw a GBU-31 fly in front of them and go above them. And then like the weapon's gone. It's literally doing loops in the air until it gets to the ground.
Right. Right. That's very scary. Anyhow, Lucky, any notes for you from any of the controls today or any of the 9 lines?
No, just what he touched on earlier was the confusion between commencing and then inbound. That's something I'm trying to work on is getting the proper sequence of terminology down. Usually whenever we say commencing, especially in a pattern or something like that, I was like, okay, we're going in. This is it. We're going in. But then at the end, towards the last, I think 1 or 2, I was like, okay, Lucky 1 inbound, and then would give my heading. So that turned out a whole lot better instead of just saying commencing.
Yeah.
Awesome. And for me, that's like a learning thing as well for you guys, and just seeing how you operate. Like on a course, when you're learning about this, the pilots that train us, what they'll do is you'll see these guys, and we use like a contracted air. It's like the world's second largest air force now in Canada, but it's these guys will turn in, and their call signs were always cheetahs, and so they'd be in and be like, okay, tipping in. So now you're just looking at them, and then they'd be like, wings level, tally target, visual friendlies, in 255. And then, so like in real life, a pilot doesn't always have the time to say that. But if you're doing a type 1 control, that's definitely what we're looking for is wings level. The nose geometry is on the target. You're calling in with the heading. And then that's when you're getting clearance. And an A10, like he could be pointed 180 degrees away, and he might even call in with his heading. And it's like, you don't know that because you're not even pointing the right way, but that's what they do, right? So it goes from community to community. But that's what I'm looking for is the in call when you're ready to release weapons. That's the request is in with the headings as per the remarks, and then prosecute from there.
I didn't know. So I have never. I did a Type 1 the other day, and I didn't call. I didn't know you're supposed to call in wings level.
No. You don't have to.
Oh, okay.
Like, in my request, if
I see.
like,
You
yeah,
just
like
want
on
me to
one
be-
occasion. Yeah, 100%. So we were taught, like, the pilot says wings level just because it was training us to wait until the jet is in with heading, his wings are level, and the pilot's like visual friendlies tally target, in, and then trigger down. So from there, that's just a course thing, right? In real life, things can go extremely sideways, but technically the in call should be when the wings of the aircraft are level, and it's like, okay, like I got like a second and a half now, like in 255, and you got to get the cleared hot.
Yeah, for sure. And I've done a bunch of Type 3s. You gave me a Type 3. I knew to use, commencing engagement complete, whatever. Little mistakes, we'll certainly learn from them and move forward. And we've made a series of mistakes to get to the proficiency level we have, and we have more to get to. I do want to get to this. I think I actually got this. I switched to the view of your jet when you did this. I saw the flares in my targeting pod. So I'm just curious, Reki, if you were able to see those flares while you were inbound and gave you extra confidence as to where the friendlies were.
I knew that the friendlies were on top of that big ass hill.
The only one that's in this flat valley?
The only big hill. And I think a lot of times when I was coming in for those guns, I was already below the hill when I started shooting.
Okay.
Yeah, it looked really good.
Yeah.
Like, and a lot of the OPs you go on with A10s, sometimes they're like, oh yeah, I'm going to be there in like 30 seconds. It's like, where are you? And they're below the hills. It's impressive.
Yeah. So yeah, this is the one I got because you said something about, hey, there's 2 more left, go ahead and reattack. And he did a nice sharp turn and went off. Either way, for me, I really wanted to do a. Did you do a panel check here, or a show of force?
I did.
Yeah.
I did a morale boosting flyby.
Yeah, I appreciate those. Always call for those. Always. I appreciate that.
Well,
Unfortunately, I was like already pressed the quit to desktop button by then.
Well, when he did it, I called in. I was like, well, I'll do it too. I can play this game. And then you were gone.
You're gone.
See, I started to descend already. I'm like, I'm getting ready. Wait for me.
That's awesome.
But, to wrap this up, overall, I wanted to do a control with you. We'd done a couple streams. You'd broken it down. I just wanted to work with you because we hadn't done that, and I thought it'd be fun. So I'm really happy that I got to do that personally. Like I said in the beginning, I enjoy the teamwork. I was able to work with you. I was able to work with my wingman here, Grendel. I was able to see how you would split the AO up because we've had people use the pre-existing IPs that are in here and have us marshal between 2 of those. You used keyhole and pushed us around, which all of that worked. It's all about deconfliction. Obviously, in this case, it worked. It was entertaining to hear. The only mistake I think I caught, but I wasn't as paying attention as I would as it was my 9 line, was again the Type 3 and the calls related to that. But overall, I thought this was a lot of fun. I thought it was very dynamic, very busy. You can see the aftermath here. Whatever their intention was, I think has been mostly stymied at this point.
Yeah, that's a good cleansing right there. That's like 75% attrition.
Right, right. And so, I really enjoyed it. I guess I'll just ask here, Grendel, did you have fun today?
Oh, I had a blast.
What was
Oh,
your
you
favorite? What was your favorite part?
Just flying in CAS. I'm newer to CAS, and I mean I love doing it. So I take any opportunity I can to fly it.
Same.
And one thing I would say for sim pilots who've never done CAS, it is intimidating, but man, I can assure it's well worth the effort. It's really rewarding. And rifle, it was. I mean, yeah, I've never been controlled by you, but I was able to follow along. It's really easy to follow your instructions. They're very clear. It was great.
Awesome. I appreciate that. Glad you had fun. I had fun too.
Yeah,
So
you
this,
have
this is my first night doing CAS with a JTAC by myself without having Winter or A-Rod as lead, so I had a blast.
Oh, I didn't know that, Walmart. Really?
Yeah.
Nice. What was your biggest struggle?
My biggest struggle was just, I have the cheat sheet right in front of me, the 12-step cheat sheet, and I've got everything in front of me, so I know the flow. But like I said, my biggest struggle was after, getting the 9 line, reading the remarks restrictions. It was like, okay, now I know I'm supposed to tell them I'm commencing. Now, am I commencing from the IP or am I commencing from the Delta 5 with the keyhole? I was like, or do I need to say I'm inbound? So that was the big thing I got confused on, as far as my distance, because I have to line up and fucking Harriers take forever to turn around, especially when you're trying to get sensors on target. I mean, just like the A-10's maneuverable, but they're a whole lot slower than we are at 15,000. So.
What would you say
Yeah, I
to
was
that?
whipping turns.
What would you say to that rifle in terms of how you wanted him to handle that in call from the IP or from the keyhole he was given?
Yeah, I think a lot of this stuff is I'm not aware of what's happening in the cockpit, and I'm not a pilot. I literally have maybe 20 minutes of stick time in an F-18 in the back seat, right, which means nothing. So when guys are doing their thing and they got their helmet fire on the go, for me, I'm just waiting for that piece. It's like there's the 9 line, there's the instructions, and then fly your aircraft the way you need to meet my intent to deliver the execution that my ground force commander needs. And so, I don't think I have to stress on anyone that we need things to happen as soon as possible. But when guys come down the chute, it's like just before they're ready to release, that's the in call. So it goes back to the beginning of that conversation we had with the wings level, in with heading, and that's it.
Yeah, nice. Reki, what was your favorite part?
Honestly, my favorite part was the moment that I freaked out realizing that I shot the guy without getting the clearance.
That's your favorite part.
That was the most intense part for me when I was pulling the trigger as I was realizing it, and he started yelling at me at the same time.
I missed that. What happened? What did he yell? Abort?
He said something like, "I don't have visual on you," and I was like, "I already shot the guy."
Oh.
Yeah, so it's just trying to be kind with it, right? So it's like I give him the tidbits, like I don't have visual, which I should have said blind, and then because I heard the gun, but Reki was so pumped with how he killed those guys, I was like, all right, well, and that's just for me though. Like I was trying to just do my I was using this as really things were moving a lot faster than the last couple of weeks that I did some JTACing. And I was like, all right, tonight's going really well. So I really was forcing myself with the fucking mouse to find this airplane and all this kind of stuff. And then, but when he did that, I mean, that's real life too. And sometimes pilots will come up with the stupidest excuses, like, oh, the radio didn't work. And it's like, really? There's 12 other planes. You're the only one that didn't hear, with your $30 million aircraft. And I've even been on a phone with a Predator drone once, and some young guy is talking on the phone in Iraq, and he's like, "Yeah, rifle." And I was like, "What do you mean rifle?" It's like, "Oh yeah, we launched the missile." It's like, "Okay, did I tell you cleared hot?" And then so you can hear him muffle like the handset, and he's like, "Hey, yeah, we didn't get it cleared hot." And then the pilot starts losing his shit, right? And then I have to tell a general that like, "Okay, well, the missile's on its way now, that it wasn't authorized." So like this stuff happens.
Yeah. And I do think I remember hearing that, but I was doing my own stuff, so I pressed on. But you know, it's interesting because the same stress exists. Like you said, we're doing a lot of things in the cockpit. I can't say it's the same as the real world, but mentally, it's complex, and we make it hard to fly with because of that. But I think that is counterbalanced by how much fun I have doing it.
Yeah, I think like anything you do in life, people don't do things that are easy and then they're proud of it. It's you have to work for that stuff. So whether you're going to the gym or you go finish a degree, right? Or like it's got to be challenging, and you have to kind of like work at that. So it's like the March thing that I'm doing for veterans in June. Like I know that I'm gonna go into like an extraordinarily shitty time by the end of it, but overall, like when the pain's gone, then I'm gonna be fucking pumped that I did it with all those veterans from so many nations taking part into that.
Yeah, for sure. And building a little bit of teamwork and rapport and getting to know each other, I think is awesome. So, Walmart, you're hot miking. Um, Anyhow, so rifle. Did I ask you what your favorite part was yet?
No.
I think nope. My favorite part's definitely just how seamless it was. It's like here's the link, get on the website or the multiplayer game. People showed up and they just knew what they had to do. So like it was that team event or team environment that you just talked about, Callie, and that's for me it's awesome. Had 5 minutes, did up a couple nine lines, and then like the other nine lines like that I did, it was just steaming along. It was great.
Yeah, and I know you hadn't controlled here before. I know we do it a lot, but it's another thing to actually do it versus to even just to review a video we did, right?
Yeah, no, this is solid. Like you guys are definitely investing a lot of great time and doing it right here and checking off all the right boxes because this was seamless for me.
Good. Well, that's that I was actually hoping we'd get a few guys so you could see, you know, what we have here, and I'm in awe like regularly of the culture we have here, the fact that people want to dig in and do hard things, and I wanted someone like you to come here and see that. So that makes me happy to hear.
Yeah, man, like anytime. Like this is my pleasure to be able to do this, and like I seriously had a lot of fun.
Yeah, well, you're welcome back. We got some operations coming up. We're gonna have a multi-mission operation, and I'll make sure you're included in the invites if you have time. Um,
Fantastic. Keep me posted.
yeah. So I'll say this for Walmart. I'm glad it was your first time. I didn't know that. I hope you walked away from it feeling a little bit more confident, even though maybe it was scary to do.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I mean, and I came in there. I had a game plan when I was en route from the boat. Like 60 something miles. I had plenty of time to get my head on straight. Be like, okay, cool. I'm gonna get this. I was listening on the channel. Be like, okay, what's call sign? Well, nobody says call sign. Blah, blah, blah. So I was
Oh,
like,
that's
okay,
because
fine,
you
fuck
came
it.
late. Yeah, I should have
Yeah,
said that.
yeah. So I'm like, hey, JTAC on channel, what's your call sign? Lucky one, and then he gave it to me. Okay, cool. Hey, I'm checking in. And I just went down the little paper that A-Rod gave me. It's like, the mission number, type, position,
Oh,
well, what shit you got? And I'm like, okay, cool. So let's just do this. Well, we got it. So it
Yeah,
was fun. I really enjoyed it.
awesome. Well, I'm
Yeah.
glad you did.
Thanks for hosting it, and thanks for doing it, Rifle.
Yeah, it's great that I don't have to wait till Thursday and Saturday nights, to get some reps in.
Well, people
nice.
around here fly so many nights a week, it's crazy.
No, but really, Callie hit me up not long ago. I think on the weekend. So it's like a great flash to bang. And when it comes to streaming and stuff, I don't know shit about that. So like, thank you, Callie, for putting this together. Appreciate it. And we did get a little bit of funds tonight. So like,
How much did
the
we
intent
raise?
was it's an anonymous donation for 10 whole bucks. But I mean, like, if I get to like have fun on DCS JTAC and we make 10 bucks and it helps a veteran, get out there, set his sights high because he wants to beast himself or herself through 54 miles in Scotland, like, that's a
Heck
win.
yeah.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Again, this is an event we did. Yeah, we're playing, we're having fun, and we were going to do it anyways, but trying to promote this veterans charity. The link is in the description. If you're watching this afterwards, please consider donating. I think this wraps it up for me. Again, I had a great time. I'm glad everyone showed. I hope people enjoyed the stream. Anybody have anything else before we close it out?
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Nothing
Well,
here.
thanks for joining. We'll be doing more streams. Again, consider donating, and we'll see you soon.